We have half an hour left, so we're going to do another demo. Do you want to see some flowers? With we can have the waterlily, or in the handout we have a painting here with the waterlily. I'm going to do this one. Okay. With that, you need to have a larger paper. My the painting there, it's colored. If you look at your copy on. So I have a black-white copy. Just see what color we have. But we'll do a large first for the water lily. You have some to start with. So we just brown, some green, the yellow color. Oh, we got some green color right here. It's much easier to use. I graded the dark green, some light green, some water is still in the painting. If you want to control the bleed, you take out some water in the end. I use a large soft brush and hold the brush like end position, and just the widest stroke I could, and draw another stroke on top. That forms of a lily. And you see the notch there, that's close like a round shape. That's where the water is, you don't paint the stem. So let's do another one.
Are you doing this here? Is that what you're doing?
No, this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is water lily. Water lily and
oh, I see.
you can put some dirty color there. I just washed the dish there. So some reddish color just make the green more real. Yeah. And then one's a large, medium, and a small, vary the size. I'm going to draw the light ink. Got some dirty colors, so you just mix all the colors, you get gray. To get lotus, right? But it's narrower and more pointed. And behind, simple layered. There should be more than one flowers, but I see just one. We have like there, and that's it. I think just keep it simple, and you can add another leaf. In the distance, it becomes a little grayer, or you just the color gray, and this side behind. It's going outside the frame. Create a diagonal. Right, already. So this brush is soft sleeve combination brush. Let's rub it here. Oh, I need to change the water. Note about the water. If you like you have a container, you just load with 1.5 inches maybe. Is that if it's too much water, when you dig into the water is on the handle and it will come. Want to avoid that. Just use the color. I use the water like a color, another color. Yeah. Too much.
The question about when you're loading your brush for the green part, do you do water first and then a green and then a darker green? Is that it?
Yeah, I just try to gradate it from yellow green to darker green.
Oh, yellow green. Okay.
Finally, I use some browny color, some color there, some brown color. Yeah. One I basically just use pure ink on the tip, so it's not fully loaded. You can draw since I have some practice at home, right? So I can do it. I did it on the wrong side. I'm sorry. Let's realize it's the rough side, but that's okay. It's not going to make any difference on the video. Something like that, right? Just a dipping stroke for the forehead. Here is the triangle I'm talking about. So this is the I think at the turn you can make it angular. Instead of a round, you can have it more triangular. Repeat too much, I see some. May I have your painting as example? If you paint too slow or repeatedly, you will see a what is it? Hollow dots with little highlights. Yeah, you can change you can draw the head, just like the beak.
From the eye.
Yeah,
right?
here just make sure it's not pointed, right? You want to have a hook, some flat. He always make the birds happy by raising that little bit, so it's more curved up like this, like a Donald Duck. I think it's too angular. I just want to. When you try to do this, it will bleed. So you need to fit by blotting it. Yeah, stop. And I just use a browny color here. I still got some green on it, but that's okay. Like that. So this is the long feather rooster, only on the chest, on the note. Okay, then some purplish color. I just mix some stripes going horizontally. That's okay, it's vertical, but he just did this horizontally. That's okay. I just to the brush with on the chest, right? I'm a loose feather like that, and use and there, it's from the bottom like that. Another one behind, putting fan. That's about it. Okay. Bird. We can just use this leftover. Let's copy this guy. Bird. Use the little half circle maybe, and this one I make sure it's going up a little bit. And the smiley. It's very aware of the expression of the birds. Otherwise, make the birds angry if you have the wrong curve. Simplify, using more like a rich spontaneity. He used a lot of little strokes to this. This is behind, and that could be a little bluer, I think. You can just add a tiny bit of indigo to it. And the area between the tail is soft. This area you don't want to put the dark there. You can put the dark in front of that. Brush some loose, it's very intense feather. So we don't really close the outline. When you draw birds, Victoria taught a good lesson. See this part near the tail, it's loose, so it's not close, not close. It's more fluffy. I call it fluffy edge. Tail, no room for the tail on this one. I guess we just kind of, if there's any room, so very careful with that. So that's the attitude of small entity. So you actually doing it more careful, more realistic on the feather. This is wet into we can use a clean brush for the color in the eye, a little bit yellow, orange yellow maybe. Here there's no eye circle. I think he did draw circle there. I don't know, in the front, right? Not complete circle. It gives the idea of like a sideways, and rest of see this color is a warm orange color, right? So just add a little and to the yellow to get that. In reality, this bird is the female is gray, or let's do it the same. To make it more colorful, I think this could be a little bit reddish, a little bit dramatic. Here there's a orange browny, or can also create a gradation. So the same tone with the speed, you can start from solid to void. To have a touch of yellow, very, very light yellow, maybe close that gap positively. White, feels white. There's a white line, like a level, so you can have something like that, like eyebrow. Here it should be the water. He does do the water. Usually he don't, but in this painting he usually you just draw the water. But in this painting he washed the whole outline, so the white shows off. The flower will show off. Let's try. I like to draw a little bit. Usually, if you draw the ripple, it's closer near the, and then getting looser like that, wake. Yeah. So I'm going to use lots of water. So this ripple actually should be a little more lighter. I'm going to paint the whole thing, but just where the flower is to slouch the fish flower, because we don't want to paint the flower like a pink. We want to something I missed. It should be to accent tip of the flower like it. And this part is a little bit difficult for beginners. You want to draw the veins with a perspective. So this is too vertical. I'm going to change that. So there's a perspective. It's flat on top, just like you see a cup. You see in a level view. Okay, center really out, and use some gray in it. You can use some red. Maybe. This one. So the center is not in the center, it's near the cut is where this part is. Okay. So this is the other one. Out like that. And this one is more rounded, a tender leaf maybe. It's like Monet's Waterlily. And he even outline. I will do the sky, but you can draw maybe a heart even if you need. I just leave it out, and I do this a little bit just to make the flowers stand out with just a little bit tone of the paper watercolors, the color of the water. Show on the dark, on the white, the piece of white. See the color of this water is not so gray. It should be lighter than that. Dark with usually, or grass, I think. Yeah, we need to wait it dry so that we can add some more things on. Let's dry it. There, you can see the color on the white. See how light it is. Right? Make up a little. Only have to be very less because this is not a Gombi painting. And have a little bit suggestion maybe here because cutting some color so the white on this face maybe show better. I'm not going to wait. And this also has this diagonal movement. To take a broad move, maybe just like that. This is called a chi. Do it without the chi means energy. The energy in the universe. Can you feel the air? If you have that concept, you consider black and white the chi, not the shape. Yeah, this is the idea. This and I'll do a little bit grass to finish.
Is it possible? Would it be all right to paint the flower with a little darker gray so it stands out more? That one, the look.
Oh yeah. So with pink. It's a white flower.
Right. Yeah. I meant the outline. If you did the outline.
Let me show you how to. I think I just copied this. It's a yellowish green, maybe. That's how subtle it is. You can. Oh
yeah, so you can see.
Yeah, you can highlight it first with a green yellow.
Yeah. Wow.
Even put a shadow on it.
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
You can do it. Time you can wet it dry and then do it wet into damp.
Yeah.
It will not leave any strokes. But you can also add a little color. We have this very colorful orange
right.
stamens. Yeah. Some very old scenery, because this is really not a lotus.
Okay.
Finished by doing a little bit grass. I think he just did something like alter, just did it with ink. Make sure it's dry, so it's not going to bleed.
Find that little hair dryer.
On Amazon.
Amazon?
Amazon.
Okay.
We want to draw some lines. You see that the lines. The line also in the water, so you can draw the line along an imaginative line, just like that. Front of the birds. The imaginative water.
Yeah.
Here I see some more here. This is luxuriant. There's a lot of here. We're not going to overdo it. Just some ripples. He write a title 凉伴, good companion, or here I think.
Yeah.
A little bit maybe. My teacher 凉 companion or companion or soul companion, whatever. Soulmate. I think it's soulmate. The companion. It's the year of this year of the dragon. Okay, the season. Never went to greet. Usually, when you get old, it become more bored, right? But he doesn't do that. He just kept the same, exactly same style, small expression, small spontaneous style all his life. Years old.
So this
small spontaneous style.
That's the mix. That's the combination of the.
Gombi and this spontaneous style. So this is a
This is Gombi, right?
style, and this one is the great spontaneity.
And so this is between them.
Between them.
I like this. So beautiful.
Yeah, more, to most people.
I see. Yeah.
By common.
Beautiful.
Not expert, both expert and common people love this work. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to carve some small seals for my seal class students. You still have time to join if you want to. Actually, I have some students they don't want to cut their fingers, so they design, I carve.
Oh.
And so.
What kind of tool? Electric?
No, it's just like chisel.
A chisel. Oh.
I just imported some for the students. It's $20 each tool. The tool you can find. I just released online, so you can do a small initial seal. We do the design in Chinese style, but in English letters, so everybody can have one. I will do one for myself, maybe
In English.
in English. So we do the design in English.
Take picture.
Thank you for your comment. Be careful with my friend. I'm just back from my class today. We did a class on Mandarin Ducks, and this is the demo I did at last. And after the class, I messed up a little bit just to highlight the white face. I added some white hands on the back. However, there was a black ink stain here in the forehead, so I tried to block it away, and then I made a hole. You can see through it right now. So I'm going to show you how I would do with a patch, because this may happen to you. Basically, we'll use a piece of rice paper that's similar to the you can patch directly on the front with silicone, or you can put that spot on the paper first and then match that hole. So whichever works, and you can do both maybe. So first of all, we're going to put the silicone film. This is a silicone release paper. Come with the silicone with the release paper. And the release paper is already start to pop, so we need to flatten it a little bit. This is larger than the painting, so don't worry too much. On the backing paper first, this is just a normal step. And you could iron it on from the side to side or from center out. Basically, you don't want to trap any air, so you want to drive out the air, either center out from side to side. Activate the silicone, and the temperature set on silk. On my iron, you may have a different iron, so it's basically a low temperature. And I peel off this piece of paper. You may need to wait a few seconds because it might pull up the silicone film if it's too hot. Just let the silicone film stay on the surface. You can see a film attached to the backing paper now. At this point, let me see if I can, because the white paper on the backing is similar to this, so probably we don't need to do anything because the hole is very small and the paper is not much different. The backing paper is warm, white as rice paper, so we may just iron. So you might see under some lighting condition a little shine because the silicone film, but it's not going to be so obvious. If you're a perfectionist, let me see if I can do this. You can put a piece of paper on top of it to fill in that, but you have to cut it into just tone it. Just take a piece with natural shape, natural edge. And what I've done before is I just use a larger piece and I use a blade to take out the extra corners. If it's not, you see my glasses, where's my piece? You can just put in, I was thinking to put under it. You cannot really see, huh? Or you can put it in the front, but if you do that, you will see an edge. So that's not a good idea. If it's under, it will be perfect, I think. But it's kind of hard to match. You have to hold it with your finger, maybe on both sides. And just flip it. See. I'm not sure if it's there. Looks like. I think I did it. That works. So now I put the release paper back on to protect the painting. And then iron it again. I will start right from this spot, so it's not going to move, right? The touching spot. And then from there towards the center, to the corners, from center out. You don't want to lift the iron, just stay on the table and just keep moving. You can use a little pressure after the initial stroke. If our position is right, then you can make sure that all the edges are fixed and just make sure everywhere is activated. The silicone is activated. It may take a minute, depends on the temperature. With higher temperatures, quicker. I like to work slower because too high may burn the paper or make some chemical reaction, like a brownie or something. Okay, that looks pretty good. What I can do is I will go back with some Dr. Martin's white to fill in that because I have the white nearby. So just match that color with some white will be the easiest. So this is the finished look. I hope you can see all the details now. There's no, and you can see how color intensity is coming back because the paper, the watercolor will fade everywhere you look. But after mounting, magically it will be more vibrant, just like as if the paint is still wet. So Chinese watercolor has this fresh look. 100 years from now, it still looks like a wet painting. and see the other health. Since there's stickiness, so I also use this. I can also use this not baking paper, the parchment paper as protection sheets. It's very anti-sticking and heat tolerant, so you can see through. Actually, that's the best part of it. I also use this but its only drawback is the slippery. So you have to use the paperweight or hold it with extra hands. So I will touch up with a little white pens and then take a picture to send to the class. I hope you enjoyed the process, and I show you the process in a different video. You can also sign up for my online class through Zoom or by recording, so you can watch the whole class without editing. Thank you. Have a good summer.